how much, without naming names, of course, how much were hits going for in Philly for a while at one point?
I mean, according to who it is, and I mean, for sure, in Philly, you can get probably, even now, you probably get this done for $1,000, probably.
You can give someone $1,000 and they'll crash out.
Yeah. Could be people, especially according to who you asking. Like, $1,000, $5,000 for sure.
For sure.
For sure. For sure.
So if I want to get someone popped and I get 10,000,
for sure,
walk in the park.
Walk in the park.
But then they'll tell on me afterwards.
Yep. That's you. Vlad. I know y'all want Vlad. Yeah, he did it.
It was all Vlad.
The thing is with that, the murder thing, I just think it's more about, you better worry about your soul. I mean, because you go to jail, whatever, you won't be the only one in there. Everybody in jail for that shit. But like, in Philly, 10,000, man, listen, they just went in the wrong house. They thought somebody had guns in their house. Went in that wrong house, killed the guy, the son, and shot the mom 6 times. She's 60-something years old. And she called the cops. She lived, but they lock him up. They found out they was at the wrong. They was not only in the wrong house, they was in the wrong county. So it's like, say your address is Long Lane, right? You Long Lane, Manhattan. I'm in Long Lane, fucking the Bronx, the whole wrong county, and come in your house, kill you, shoot you. Mind you don't have nothing. They don't even know why they in there. They get caught, so they got caught for killing some guy, innocent guy, shoot his mom up. But they was just for some guns. So even if you was at the right address, you're gonna do that for some guns.
Look, I just interviewed Lil Woody, right? And I waited until Young Thug got off to do this interview, because we've been talking about it for a while. But we talked about when Nut got killed. First of all, Woody's baby mother's house got shot up that same night. And then his brother's
Who was Nut?
Huh?
Who was Nut?
Nut was Donovan Thomas. He's sort of the heart of the whole YSL RICO case. He was YFN Lucci's man and also Rich Homie Quan's manager at the time. Right. And what they say was, according to, conversations, well, it was in the paperwork, and me and Rich Homie Quan had a conversation before he died about this, where basically the story was that Young Thug wanted to sign Quan didn't want to sign, and they kind of started pressuring him, and Nut, who was, like a high-ranking gang member from Atlanta, he got in the middle of it. And his brother got into it with Woody and stuff like that, and then they ended up killing Nut, right? Now, who did it? It's a little bit fuzzy. They saying that Young Thug was the one that orchestrated it, but, ultimately that was never proved, and that's why he walked. But the night it happened, when Nut got killed, Woody's baby mother's house got shot up, and then his brother's neighbor's house got shot up. They realized they got the wrong house. They went back and shot up his brother's house.
Oh, shit. In Atlanta?
In Atlanta. All this happened within like a few hours. It was a mess. But yeah, people's relatives, like people's neighbor's house got shot. Listen, man, I was talking to this girl recently, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but fuck it. I was talking to this girl recently. Her boyfriend gave her a car. They broke up. She wanted the car back. Or he wanted the car back. She said no. A couple days later, she was at work. A crackhead, she has this on video, walked up to the car, doused the car in gasoline and set it on fire.
Oh, shit.
The car next to hers got burned as well.
That's called collateral damage.
And then the police investigated it, and like the crackhead jumped in a car with no license plates, and they ultimately just couldn't find nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Collateral
But
damage.
to go to the extent of hiring a crackhead to go burn up a car in a public place?
But that's not really going to a far extent. You probably gave him $20.
Yeah, it was a $20 job.
I got $20.
Or maybe some crack.
Yeah.
Here's a rock. Go.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you're in the hood, a lot of people die from friendly fire. That's just how it go. Like so you got to not only not mind your business and don't do crime. You got to be lucky and shit to survive. I seen a bullet go through a van. Right, missed all the crack. It was a van full of crackheads, but the 2 people in the front was pastors. Went through the whole van and killed the young pastor in the front seat.
Damn.
So I heard the shot. It come from all the way down 4 blocks away. It come through the van and missed all the crackheads in there and hit the pastor in his head. He was like about 20 years old. So I was like, in the ghetto, you got. I don't know. I don't even know I know what he is. I never knew what he's famous for. I saw him on.
Well, he cooperated. There's a bunch of he was basically the star witness of the YSL case.
Teller?
Yeah, he told on Thug and everyone else and so forth. But when he took the stand, he told on everybody. But when he took the stand, he started changing the story. So
he told first, like in the interrogation room, but then on stand.
On the stand, he starts telling. He said
I was
lying. He said I forgot.
That trial, I was catching some of it, but it's like it didn't make sense to me. Like
they went too far. They tried to make it too big.
Yeah.
They should have just said, okay, this is the situation. This is who we think was the mastermind. This is the shooter. We're done. But instead,
they try to get
30 people get arrested. Everyone gets these RICOs. Everyone's getting these 15-year plea deals. And so, look, Gotti ended up going to the end and winning, getting found not guilty.
Oh, shit, he had balls.
Right. But you know what happened right before, though, right?
What?
They released footage of him cooperating.
Oh, shit.
And basically saying that he'll set up Young Thug and everybody else like that. Whack 100 released the footage right before the trial.
Everything. He got
and then Gotti got stabbed up in jail, like the next day.
Because that jail they in Fulton County, that joint treacherous. I was in that joint. That shit treacherous.
400 stabbings last year.
Fulton County?
Yes.
Let me tell you why it's so treacherous.
That's every day there's a stabbing.
I'm about to tell you why
and on certain days there's two.
I'm gonna tell you why it's so treacherous. I was there. I was in there like for a couple months. I was in there for homicide. So when you go there on the homicide, like if you're in Philly like for homicide, you can go to any block. In Fulton County, you go to the 7th floor. So now you want to block everybody in this for homicide.
Huh.
So and they say murder on your armband. Instead of saying it say murder on your armband, they go in there and there's no guards in there. The guards, like the way it's made, is like the guards on the roof. Like you don't see them. Huh. They can see you through the roof, some type of see through. Like it's so the inmates run that shit. Like it's like then when I got there, I didn't have a cell. I had to sleep on the floor. That shit,
huh.
yeah, I had a mat on the floor. Like that shit. I said, yo, I had to get the fuck out of there. Like that shit was that jail was more dangerous, more crazy than any jail I probably been in as far as county wise. You know what I mean? Yeah,
no, I heard that the way it's built is so shoddy.
It is.
That you could dig into the walls and make shanks out of the wires in the walls.
Yeah, bro.
The metal wires in the walls.
The inmates jam all the doors so they don't shut.
Yeah,
so
and I heard you could dig through the walls to get at your enemies.
That's crazy.
It's just nuts.
See, I was there 24 years ago,
shit.
Right? But I was there, I seen some boy come in and they stumped his gold teeth out, right? They got the gold teeth shit down there. And they took the teeth and melted them out. They, which I guess for money, I don't know what the fuck. They just had the boy teeth, took the teeth and put them in the mill, like, smelled. I was like, they melting his teeth out? What the fuck? I said, I gotta get the fuck out of here. That shit. So, like, for him to be in there for 2 years going to trial, I know that had to be like, but he from down there, so it might be different for him. For me, I talk different. Everything was different. That shit was like, I had to get the fuck out of Fulton County, man. I mean, so Atlanta been wild like that. You know what I mean?